Hi, I'm Barb Swanson, and welcome to Bite Size Scale, where I share tips based on the lessons that I've learned, sometimes the hard way, during my career leading SaaS sales organizations through scale. These quick tips are meant to act as tools that you can apply to your own business, and they'll allow you to take one bite at a time towards scale. So let's get started, and let's get started at the very beginning. Asking yourself, are you actually ready to scale? Because if you try to scale prematurely before you're ready, most of the experts say that it's a recipe for disaster. In fact, Michael Siebel from Y Combinator said to Reid Hoffman on Masters of Scale, scaling too late isn't always fatal. It could be bad, but it's not fatal. Scaling too early is almost always fatal. So to help you avoid making that mistake, I'm going to share a simple evaluation technique that you can use to learn the truth about your readiness to scale. This evaluation technique centers around prep for scale, product market fit, recurring revenue, end-to-end customer journey, and pivot. When I look back on my experiences with successful and unsuccessful scale, these key criteria stand out as the leading indicators of success. And from my experiences, businesses that score high in these criteria are more likely to succeed when scaling than businesses that score low. So to start with product market fit, this is a term that was coined by one of the co-founders of Benchmark Capital a few years ago. And what it means is it's a significantly sized market, has a pain. And your product is currently is key, being purchased to solve that pain. So product market fit requires that you actually are selling actively. The way to use this evaluation tool is to answer the following statements with either it's not happening, not on our radar, we have made a real commitment to make improvements here, we're actually seeing evidence of continuous improvement, and we've nailed it. So the three statements I would answer for product market fit are: most of our customers purchase off-the-shelf product from us. Our revenue is consistently growing by 20% month on month. We have more qualified leads than we can keep up with. Recurring revenue is, I love recurring revenue. And it is the foundation of the SaaS business model, where customers pay a monthly subscription fee to use the software. And that base of recurring revenue is really significant towards your ability to achieve the scale. So what I would be looking at to determine if my recurring revenue is healthy enough for scale is I'd look at, we have very low churn. Hopefully that answer has nailed it. If it's not, you've got a lot of work to do. Most of our customers continuously add licenses. Another indicator that we've got a healthy base of business, and our growth revenue mostly comes from new logos. So in 2 sessions from now, we'll walk through why that's the case at this stage in the business where most of that recurring revenue growth comes from new logos. All right, let's go into end-to-end customer journey. The customer journey is really just a documentation of the experiences that your customers have with you from the end-to-end sales process and life cycle. And it is shocking how many people don't know a lot about this in their business. So let's go through the evaluation criteria. And yes, of course, the first statement that I'm going to ask you is, our customer journey is documented. If I were starting a business, I would document that customer journey within the first few weeks of my business. It would evolve, it would change, of course, but it would mean that everything I'm thinking about is related to what is my customer's experience going to be with me, whether it's the technology team, whether it is the legal team, whether it's the finance team or the sales team. Always thinking that way. And that goes to our second statement, which is All departments understand their impact on customer experience. And finally, all of our customers give us great references. Pivot is a willingness to prepare a plan B and switch to it, when success metrics indicate that plan A is not working. This really goes to culture of the business as well. It's the tactics, but it's also, does the culture support this? So these are the statements I would look at. We define success metrics for all projects and measure regularly. Look, I am not looking for an exercise in bureaucracy here or massive charts. It is everything you go into is, why are we doing it? What does success look like? And are we achieving that success? And end of it. It could be discussion based. Number 2, we have plan Bs and we've defined them and they are ready to action. And number 3, we make timely and decisive yes/no pivot decisions. And this is so important, and especially to culture. People want to know which direction they need to head. And if plan A is not working, and everyone can see that, but you're not willing to decisively say, it's time to go to plan B, you really are going to make a real negative impact on your culture and your people. So, honest prep for scale evaluation. If you actually do this honestly, sit down and really get honest about the answers to these statements, it is going to give you a fantastic roadmap that you'll be able to use to align resources to the right places at the right time, to set achievable revenue targets, to manage costs and runway, and to ensure success when scaling. So I hope that that's been helpful. I hope it's something that you can use in your business. And I hope that you'll join us for our next session, which is Stop Playing with Half the Stick. And this looks at the hockey stick growth that typically goes with scale, and how sometimes we can really eliminate the benefit of the whole stick. So we'll look at making sure that we are using the benefits of the entire stick the entire way through scale. So hope you'll join us for that. And feel free to share this with anyone, but I hope it's been helpful. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.